Coffee Chat Highest Performance with English Teachers. Welcome, guys.
Welcome, my dearest friends from all over the world. And today you have Gorete from Brazil. Gorete, introduce yourself for my friends. Please meet Bilal from Tunisia, Maury from Caribbean, and Alexandra Pack from Russia.
Russia. Hi, guys. I'm Gorete. As Tony says before, I'm from Brazil, Minas Gerais. I'm a teacher here. I work at regular schools and I teach English too.
And both of them, they are English teachers, Alexandra and Marie. Okay,
Nice.
and Bilal and I, we are just same regular guys, okay? Just speaking regular English, okay? But communicating with so many, okay? Let's get started. Alexandra, please, we have a beautiful topic to discuss. As an English teacher you are, guys, lady, you have, I think you have, do you consider lots of method to teach students, or do you have just one simple? How many methods we can find, guys, to teach English or other language, no matter the language, okay? Alexandra, please.
It depends. First of all, depends on the students, because, for example, if you teach children, you can use different methods. If you teach adults, there is something different, because we need to understand. Obviously, when it comes to teaching, there is no simple or single way to start doing it.
And I find nice guys teaching children because they are like sponge, okay, all the time. They are pretty nice learning anything, okay, not just a language. And it's funny too, right? Okay, Gorete, you please say about your method, your own way to teach English, okay?
When I teach in regular schools, we follow some books, so we have to follow their method. Then actually we can improve our class and increase it, but we have to follow the subjects that they bring to us. And when I work it in private schools teaching English as well, we follow the books, but we can improve our class, bring games or different kind of ways to speak in class. Like I like to play the guitar, so sometimes I bring music to the class and improve the pronunciation and connecting with the topic of the class sometimes. Things like that. And yeah, I used to teach kids and also old people, so there is no age for learning. So yeah, as Alexandra said before, we have to adapt our class, depend of the students. And each class, even then they have the same age, each class is different. Each group is different.
Marie, we have in here an overview. Please, could you read it for us, Marie? About this overview.
Each teaching method is based on a particular vision of understanding the language or the learning process, often using specific techniques and materials used in a set sequence.
Let's discuss about this topic here, guys. Grammar is important, right? For everybody, of course. Direct method, I like this. Audio lingualism, okay? Guys, I don't know about you, but for example, I will let you know about my own case, okay? Before I started speaking English, I was just stuck on grammar. Grammar is important, okay? We always say like this, grammar is important at the beginning. But there will be a time when you realize you are not speaking English if you just are stuck on grammar, okay? And many times I said to my guests here, guys, if you just study grammar, you will never be an English speaker. And even so, fluent, okay? This is my own point of view. And at the point I start to practice in English, letting go on grammar, I could understand better this language and start to develop my speaking skills. And today I can say, I thank you, all of you guys, native speakers like Marie, my friend from Australia, Americans, because mostly I am used to American English and I have many friends in there, I practice them. And through this way, guys, I could develop my speaking skills. And I thank you, all of you guys, because of this. Okay? Bilal, I want to hear from you, please, your own method to learn English.
Actually, as I told you before, I have
You can
a
repeat,
university degree in English for international relations, and I have a kind of experience with teaching. I worked as a part-time English teacher.
Oh yeah,
you know?
I forgot. Bilal, he's an English teacher too. Yeah, Bilal, part-time,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I forgot. So we have 4 English teachers here. Wow. English teachers, 4 English teachers. Oh. Okay, Bilal, what do you think about this topic here, bro? Audio lingualism.
Let me have a little comment about grammar.
Okay,
Grammar is a kind of theory. We need practice. We need to practice the language, any language. We don't have to stuck in grammar because it's kind of theory. We cannot step in and to reach another high level by stacking with the grammar.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you. Okay. Please, Goret, could you choose one of these topics to discuss? You, please. Could be anything, okay?
Choose any one of them?
Any one of them, and you start speaking about this, okay?
Actually, I haven't seen this topic like this. Like audio lingualism. I think it's about listening, right?
This audio lingualism, guys. I think we can combine with audio voicemails, apps that you can learn with this kind of apps, right, Marie? Am I right?
I would think so. I'm still not familiar with it.
Yeah, because nowadays we are used to many apps,
By the way, Tony, these methods are related to pedagogy in general. We learned them in the final year before we graduated.
Okay.
I think we use it, all of them, sometimes in class, not just one of them. It's a mix of use it because sometimes I used to bring tests and audio tests, then them have to read and follow.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of that.
And today you can find Apple Store and iPhone, of course, at the stores. You can see many apps, with audio. We learn with audio too, and repeating by rolling a test with your level, what level you are. I think it's because I was talking to Bilal before you jump in, Goret. I think the main reason today, many people mostly are now speaking English. A bunch of people, non-native speakers right now are speaking English. More than native speakers. Could you believe this, guys? Do you believe this, Marie? I heard and I read this.
No, I haven't seen it. Not nice.
Yeah, I read
Yes,
this
I read an
yesterday,
article about
guys.
that.
We have a bunch of people, non-native speakers, speaking English more than native speakers. Because I
Yeah.
think it's just apps. Just kind of, for example, YouTube, you have everything. Yeah. Many apps, guys. I have downloaded many apps, but some of them I dislike them. But I prefer studying with native speakers. This is my tool, my app. I can say my app.
Your app? Okay.
My app. My own app, okay?
Your own app.
Yeah, my own app. I prefer, for example, rolling a video with 30 minutes with native speaker, the way they are teaching, and I'm absorbing everything. For example, right now, Marie, she is a native speaker. When Marie is speaking, I ziplock myself and I start to like sponging, Marie. Yeah. Yeah, Marie. I am sucking up your brain, Marie. Okay, start speaking, Marie, please. Your method, Marie. Let's discuss, guys. Choose one, Marie, please.
I would say the direct method, discovering the importance of speaking, because this is what you need to do a lot of in order to be fluent. You have to do a lot of speaking, listening and repeating in order to be fluent, of course. And that requires the reading part out loud and not to yourself. So you can exercise that tongue to get used to speaking that new language. So the speaking is as important as any other skill. I think it's the second most important. The first I give to listening, because this is how you learn, by listening and repeating what you hear. Okay, so yeah, speaking. Focus a lot on speaking. When you in a classroom, it's like allowing students to speak as much as the teacher. Okay, so if you speak for 2 minutes, you give those students 2 minutes to speak as well, because they're the ones who need more practice than you, the teacher. So you have to allow them to even speak more than you, the teacher. Okay, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I have a little comment, if you don't mind.
Go, guys.
Tony?
Feel free to ask and to drop down your comments. Okay.
Before these all methods, before even classroom, we have something that is more important, which is passion for the language. If we love that language, we learn it, and we are ready to go and step in for other levels in that language. Whatever is the language, either which is the language, whatever is the language, either Portuguese, English, Arabic, any language.
Yeah. 100%
I honestly don't agree completely with that, because this is what we believe would help us be fluent. But when I look at the students, mostly children, when they learn the language, most of them are forced to learn the language and they do very well. I am surprised. Okay, so even if they're not passionate about it, just making the lesson fun for them, they will pick up so much and they learn so much. Yeah.
Oh, Marie, could you repeat this, because I find important. Okay, could you repeat this phrase again? When they are learning, they are having some fun, right?
Yeah, when you make the lesson fun,
yeah,
they tend to keep interested in what they're you're teaching. They're learning through games. You have pictures, you have gestures. As long as it interests them, they tend to be really involved in the lesson, and they get to pick up very fast on the language.
Here you are speaking about good teacher, not a bad teachers.
Yeah,
if we are speaking about bad teachers, then there is something else we find. Find students who are hating the subject and they don't want to study anymore. with that subject?
Not necessarily. Again, I did have a student, in fact, two.
Marie had problem.
It came to a point where I had to tell the parent that I do not want to do it again because they are not interested. They have reached a level where they are fluent basically. And it's like, I cannot bring them to the next level because they are not prepared for it. They're just stuck on the same level because they're just, you know, learning what they've learned already. They don't want to pick up anything new. So good or bad teacher, that child would not have learned much. Anything
But let me tell you something.
Okay.
You know, those bad teachers kill the passion. For example, give you a personal experience with the French language. I had a horrible teacher when I was in the 3rd grade. So, you know, I don't like the language anymore. I don't speak it or practice it anymore. Either, you know, it's the 2nd language after Arabic in my country, but I don't practice the language. I hate it because of bad teacher from the 3rd grade, Mary.
I know what you mean, bro. I had bad teachers, math, you know, even English teacher.
Same. I had a
bad
teacher.
It was a big mess, you know. It was a big mess because I couldn't learn anything with these people. I know what you meant, bro. And of course, if you have good teachers, Marie,
I cannot really agree because I can, with my daughter, she was somebody who always complains, especially about her teachers. So she would make me think, you know what, I don't like that teacher, so I'm not going to do well in the subject. I had to put it to her, you are not learning for the teacher. She has her degree already, so what about yours? And I had to install that in her every single day for her to do well in the subject. She was very poor at math. And I said to her, you know what? You will never get there if you don't, because you have to have math and English to be able to get to where you want to be. And she wants to be a lawyer and she needs the math. And she finally, at the end, picked up on math. She just had to suck in her pride and learn from that bad teacher. And she did it.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the mentality. If we don't like something, we tell ourselves, you know what, we're not going to benefit from it. But if you decide to put your mind to it, then it will happen, no matter the good or bad teacher, you know?
But in my case, it was different. I felt better after, you know, exchanging this teacher. I don't know. I think many people, they react different from others.
You've just reminded me of my situation at school. I had a bad English teacher, and I've never thought about teaching English because my teacher actually did everything that I hated English at school when I was at school. And from my point of view, it depends on the priority of the students, or 50% depend on the teacher, how they can present the lesson, how they can explain to the students first of all. And the second part is just students' interests. For example, I had a student 2 months ago. She's going to study in Turkey. And the first lesson, I had a conversation about her hobbies, interests, etc., because it helps me to understand about her hobbies, about her goal, and etc. And it can help us to understand why they need English or any language they want to study. And it can help them to feel the language and to be interested in it.
All right. Goret, please, what do you think about all of these, my friend?
I agree with them. If you have a goal to achieve, doesn't matter who is teaching something like that. If the parents support the student, they go well. But I think about a bad teacher or good teachers, for me, it works to understand what my students like to do. Like nowadays, cell phone apps, fun apps, dancing apps, stuff like that. They really enjoy it. Some popular music here, for example. Then I try to bring this stuff to my class, and I try to feed it, and because they like it, so they have fun, they laugh. Then maybe they don't like the subject, I have to teach them. Maybe even I don't like it sometimes, but the class is fun and we laugh. Then they memorize. So I think it works better. Talk about the subject, try to fit the grammar or the subject we have to learn in a point or in a subject we like to talk about. I think it works a lot.
Marie, what do you think about soft learners, Marie? They are good enough?
Soft learners as in sensitive people? You mean, okay, if you have a bad teacher, you feel like you cannot do it. Well, this is the type of child I was dealing with, actually. And up to a day, I still have to do it, and she's in college. And I guess they just need to hear every time that it's all on you. If you want a bright future, you have to put your mind to it and not wanting to change what you cannot change. There are things that we just cannot change. I cannot go talking to the teacher. The teacher knows that she needs to, you know, she needs to make those kids comfortable in a class, or whatever she's doing that's not good. I cannot say anything. So we have to accept the things we cannot change and put our mind to it. That's the most I can tell her. So it can be very challenging having a sensitive child and having to speak those same words all the time just to get it stuck there. It is challenging. Actually, it is. She have reached a point where she actually want to give up on what she's studying and try something new. And I'm like, that's money. What are you doing? You know, and I've reached a point where I just don't know what else to say, but the same old things all the time. So it's challenging wanting to have what we want, to be able to learn in a free space, but at the same time, we have to accept what we cannot change. Yes.
Alexa, what about you? Your point of view, my friend. Soft learners, are they good enough?
Soft learners, I think it depends on the students, because if the student doesn't want to study, nobody will help them. It's all about motivation. I always tell my students about it. If you don't have enough motivation, it's impossible for me as a teacher to help you.
Go ahead, please. You're muted.
Yeah. I think the most difficult thing is trying to teach someone who doesn't want to learn anything. I think it's maybe impossible. If they want to learn, they will find a way. We find a way.
Yeah, you find a way. Well said. Yeah. Bilal, please, what do you think about self-learners, bro?
Yeah, I totally agree with Alexandra, Gorette, and Mary. I think that it's all related to the passion and to motivation of the student.
Motivation is everything, guys.
But I'm still thinking that bad teacher can destroy things.
Yeah, we keep talking about some kind of teachers, guys. Yeah, maybe they help building something, or maybe they help destroying something. Or hope, for example. No, we haven't this kind of people here. Yeah, good. Guys, I'm just dumb at math, okay? But I've been I've been being self-learning for my whole life.
For me, this year was difficult because I had to teach all subjects: geography, history, art, science, math, Portuguese. So for me, it was a challenge because I had to learn before, relearn, because what I was to teach just English before. Then I changed my job. Then I have to teach all of them. And I think I was not a good teacher in that subject for my students because I was not the expert in any of, but I did the best. I think the word we said for them sometimes hurt them, that maybe we have we block them for life, or just for learning, or for life too. Words have power, so we have to encourage them, back up them.
Yes, you're right. We have a couple minutes, yeah. Wow. Time run fast, guys. Please, Alexander, let's go to the last one, okay?
To choose a topic.
Yeah, let's finish with this. I find this topic nice, guys. If you want to reconnect again, we can discuss more 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
I would probably choose communicative language teaching because first of all, learning a language is communication. And for example, when you study your native language, how did you learn it? By communicating with your parents, repeating after your parents, etc. This is the same principle. And when you study grammar a lot, it doesn't help you to be fluent in any language. English, Portuguese, French, etc., etc. And this is the first principle I use in my lessons with my students, because I try to speak with them and to allow them to speak as much as possible with them.
Alexander, I got a question for you. Okay,
yes.
How our fellows in Russian they are learning your language? They are going easy, you know.
English or what?
No,
which language?
sorry, Russian, your language.
How many people study?
How our fellows they are going with this kind of strange language? Sorry for saying this.
It depends on the people. For example, for English, for the English people, the Russian language sounds strange. Because I know one person from Brazil, I met the other day him, and he's studying Russian as well. He loves it.
But I mean, it's kind of, for me, guys, I don't understand just a simple word in Russian, you know. My question was, how they are managing this kind of new challenge, you know, like this?
It's like in any language, if you want to study it, you will be studied. If you have motivation, this is the same.
I saw a younger guy, you know, speaking good Russian with many teenagers. They were teenagers, you know. I was watching this video. Oh my goodness. Everything is possible, guys, when you have passion and you go for it. Remember when I said that? It's kind of facing the music. Everything come possible for you. Right? Want to say something?
I just a question to Alexandre and Maria. Are you just English teachers or regular teachers too? English teachers.
No, I do it part-time online. No, just part-time.
I am a full-time teacher. Yeah.
You're full-time? Wow.
Full-time.
Yes.
But you just teach English or other subjects too?
Yes, only English.
Nice.
Mhm.
My dream as a teacher. So
Nice. Marie has been teaching English, I think, my whole life, Marie, no?
No, I've been at a school, primary school most times, but I started during the pandemic. This is what influenced me to teach English, the pandemic.
Oh, yeah, I remember
I
you
just
said
kept
that.
it.
And guys, this
Yes.
pandemic times, it was a blessing in disguise, you can say this, okay? Because many people, they could develop their English in this full-time, you know? We had full-time in English during the pandemic times. Starting 2 p.m. here local time and finish at 5. 3 hours without any break, guys. Yeah. Then we could meet people like Marie, Alexandra, Bilal. Now we are enjoying our journey, guys. Okay. Okay, let's finishing. Okay, Bilal, please. Let's finish. Okay, say something, please.
Yeah, I have a question. I don't know if in your countries was a success online teaching. You know, it was kind of failure here because people students are not how to say are not good with technology, and we have many students from far remote place. They don't have access to the internet. What about your countries, guys?
I can say in Brazil, parents, they were complaining a lot. Because kids are around, messing up everything. Screaming out loud, And some of them, they closed their camera and went to sleep, guys. Yeah, Goret, am I lying? No way, yeah.
yeah.
What about in Caribbean, Marie? It was or no? I think it wasn't, guys.
What was the question again? Sorry.
The question was teaching online during the pandemic times. It was helpful, or
It
it was a good
It
approach or
actually
not?
helped me get extra money, but internet service not too bad at all. I happened to lost my job for that one time because I went full-time online, and I happened to lost my job because my internet service was not too good. So yeah, we find a lot of students who have a lot of internet issues, even the teachers. I'm a member of this group, and most of our teachers are having a lot of internet issues. They cannot have a decent class, or they just cannot join their class at the right time because of the internet problem. Yes.
Yeah. In here too, it was a mess. Alexander, in Russia?
In Russia, it's helpful, yes, of course, because a lot of adults, especially, they want to study online because they don't want to waste the time in traffic.
All right. We are finishing up, guys. Thanks for coming. Want to reconnect again or no?
For me, it's okay.
For me, it's okay too. Bilal?
Okay.
Okay.
Give me 5 minutes, guys, please. Okay?
All right.
See you in 5. Okay, let's go again. Ladies, I have beautiful, the last one, okay? And nice topic to discuss with you. Go ahead. I want to hear more from you, please, because right now, from this moment, you are the host, okay? I love picking you guys by surprise. Get ready.
I'm the host. Oh my
Yeah, could you
gosh.
please host in this meetup, the second part?
Okay. What are we going to talk about?
We're going to talk about this method, okay? And don't worry because it's ready now.
You're going to share a screen? Okay.
Yeah, we'll share. As always, guys, I share a screen with you and makes it easy, okay? Learn, sharing the screen.
You want me to read?
Because nowadays, guys, we have this modern teaching method, okay? And I bet, correct, you have used this for many times, right?
I think so. I don't name the methodologies.
What kind of method, guys, you using? Please, could you repeat the name of the city you lived in Minas Gerais? I forgot. Sorry.
I live in Paraisópolis.
Paraisópolis. The name says itself, okay? It's a paradise, right?
Paradise.
Yeah.
City. Wind city. It winds a lot.
What's the population paradise? Let's go paradise.
Around.
You don't know too?
12,
Yeah, don't ask me too because I don't know.
It's a small city.
A small city?
Small city.
Okay, let's not skip in the topic, okay? But could you please answer this question, Gorete? For example, I bet so you have lots of guava, yeah? Mangoes, yeah?
Guava, mangoes?
Guava, mango in Paraisópolis. Pineapple, right? Yeah.
All right.
What else? Kiwi, right? Because this land, guys, in this land you can produce anything, right? Correct.
Yes.
We have Bilal again. Okay, let's get started. Bilal, now we have a new host, which is Gorete. Please. Okay, Gorete. Let's talk about modern teaching methods.
Okay. As mentioned above, the modern language teacher doesn't follow one rigid method, but applies the principled eclecticism approach, fitting the method to the learner, not vice versa. I don't know. I use it to invert my class. Sometimes I give my students the topic, then I said to study and teach in the class. I used to do it with my students. They like a lot to be the teachers. I don't know if you do it in your class too. So they search about the subject and they teach in the class. I used to help them a lot.
Marie, as I said before, remember, one rigid method. I hate this.
Which one? Grammar.
I have painted one rigid method. Okay?
One rigid method.
Yeah? Because if you impose to people learn something, they will never learn. All right? They will refuse you. They will refuse learn with you. Remember, guys, in the Second War, everything was rigid method. Or you do it, or you do it, or you do it. Remember this,
Just do
guys?
it. Just do it.
Just do it. Or you do it, or you do it. Okay?
Okay.
Obey my rules, just do it. This is called rigid method. I can learn. I think I never learned with rigid method, guys. I think we have to be freely, okay? Learning freely. Right, Marie? Do you agree, Marie?
I had to learn through a rigid method, which was not nice.
You had to, yeah?
Yes. Especially with mathematics. It's like you could have found other ways of solving a problem, but when you go and sit the exam, you have to do it the same way the teacher taught and not how you understand it. You have to solve it the teacher's way.
Yeah, guys, I have to say also, I cried rivers with my daddy. Always, you know, pushing me up to learn. Dude, you have to learn. Just do it. Like Alexander said. Just do it. You had to do it. You had to do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Generation.
do it. do it. Like this. Yeah.
I think our generation just was the
it was
worst
tough,
one
right?
this way.
Good. It was tough for us, right? Being pushed to do anything, even if you hate it, right?
Exactly.
It was like this for me, guys. But I thank God for this because I grew up, okay? Go right, please. I don't want to cut you.
Oh my God. Keep reading here, right?
Yeah, you do anything you want.
This means,
feel free.
right, this means choosing the techniques and activities that are appropriate for each particular task, context, and learner, with a focus on motivation and helping learners become independent and inspired to learn more. Yeah, the explanation of principled eclecticism also includes a useful template guide for teachers and language students on the best teaching and learning techniques. Yes, we said that before in the other call. We adapt our class, depends on what we are going to teach, and to keep the focus and the motivation. Maria was talking about that before too.
Marie?
Oh, sorry, I was trying to figure out the pronunciation of that word we just saw in your paragraph.
Criticism. It was criticism. Which word, please? Go ahead. Repeat.
Eclecticism.
Eclecticism.
Repeat, please.
Eclecticism.
Eclecticism.
Yes.
Right?
Right, Marie, the pronunciation. Sometimes
I haven't
you have to
said that word
relearn
before.
the pronunciation. Marie, please. Eclecticism.
Thank you.
Eclecticism.
Yeah, eclecticism.
Eclecticism. Thank you very much.
Eclecticism. Eclecticism. Yeah. That's okay. Keep on talking, please. Goret, you were asking Marie something? Repeat, please.
Yeah, well, she was talking about that, about keep the interest, the focus on the students, on the class. She said about that before, and I think that is the hard part. Even mainly online classes, because I don't know, adults they have focus, so they keep learning, or they keep the on the class, but kids are difficult.
Yes, that's right.
I think that Bilal was trying to say was exactly this point, right, Bilal? For example, if you are adult, you have responsibility, you know, you have focused on what you're learning. Then, if you push yourself to do it or learn, you go to achieve this approach, okay? You're going to be a success. But children, they are different, you know?
Yeah.
They kid a lot, you know. They spread their attention for other kind of example. Today they have phones inside the classrooms. It's kind of different today, you know. You have to focus. They have to focus, but sometimes they are kidding around. They are talking among themselves and blah blah blah, you know. And then if you have a good teacher, like you said, guys, they will pay attention on you. The other hand, they won't pay attention. I think it was this kind of point he was Bilal was trying to explain, right, Bilal?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I have a question here. What do you think about this vertical relationship between the teacher and the student? I don't believe, for me, I don't believe it anymore, because it's important to accompany the student to achieve his goal in learning and attaining his goal and having this this degree or this achievement in that language. What do you think of that?
You mean
guys?
they can't be friends, you know? Stretching out their friendship, you mean?
No, I'm speaking about this vertical relationship. They are not friends, you know.
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah.
the teacher always from above, making his instructions, and you have to do this and you have to do that. What do you think of that, guys?
Okay, Gorete, go, please.
I don't believe that. Actually, we are the authority in the class, but for some rules, just to follow the rules of the schools and for social rules. But about the class in general, I used to listen my students about the things a lot. I even in English, but because if we listen to them, we keep the interest in the class. So I think the class is more success. We have more success in the class listening to them. So it's not a vertical relationship. It's like a horizontal relationship, because we have to not be friends. We have the limits, just friends, no, but we have to be in the same place, because we are not more than we will learn from them too. So
Yeah, I agree with you. In terms of Brazil, guys, I don't know, in Tunisia, Caribbean, Russia. In Brazil, we have, I don't know if I can say it, just a little bit of problems within this relationship vertical, you know, because many students, they comply about the teachers, they don't obey the rules, you know, they do anything they want. Now, respecting our teachers, we have this main problem in Brazil. I don't know in Tunisia, guys. Could you please say about this, guys? One by one, please. Alexandra, please.
About the relationships between a teacher and a student.
Yeah.
It depends on the place. At school, it's like a vertical, because the teacher has the authority. But when it comes to studying as a private lesson, like you're a private teacher, for example, you can be like a friend, for example, to listen to the student, because it can help your student to feel more comfortable himself or herself in the class. It's not about having a strict rule between a student and a teacher. It's about trust. It's about the trust when you feel some confidence while talking in front of the teacher or your classmates. It's all about psychology, because sometimes it's difficult for people, or especially for children, to communicate with someone. Because I had a student, she was shy to speak to me, and I was trying to help her to overcome this fear as much as I could. But the more they trust, the better they will be in the future.
All right. And guys, in Russia, I think you are old-fashioned, like the old method. Do you still have the old method in Russia?
Yes, which is
because guys, so far I think you still are keep being conservatives, right?
That's why the Russian people are good at English grammar, but they are afraid of making mistakes at speaking, but they're great at grammar. because we study a lot at school, university, language school.
I'm dropping this comment here, guys, because I have several friends in Russia, and some of them, this is a special friend that I have in Russia. She was my very first friend in Russia, and she has two ladies, two girls, and she pushed these ladies a lot to learn, like old-fashioned. Just do it, no pain, no gain, like this,
When I started practicing English, I was good at grammar, and my friends from England told me about it. But I was terrible at speaking because I didn't practice it at school.
Okay, Marie, please, your points.
Yeah, we're talking about the relationship between teachers and students. I think this is something that's very challenging, especially for teachers, because while you have a set of students, you have to make sure that you understand each student. Sometimes a child goes into a tantrum, or a child has some kind of mood, and maybe you have to find a way to get that child out of that mood. And this is the dream of every student, to be able to have a good rapport with them. That's their dream. They want to know that the teacher is there, that they wanted to know that the teacher, because our mentality, we all have different characters. We have kids who think, oh, the teacher likes that one more than me, because those kids would think, okay, my teacher don't like me, so I'm not going to learn. They're not going to put any effort into learning. So I think it is something that the kids want, but it is something that we have to be careful as teachers, the way we do it. We can't get them too comfortable in the, thinking that, okay, the teacher is my friend. Maybe the teacher will understand my mistake and probably, help me out on not giving me wrongs, or, that kind of thing. Or, so it is very challenging for teachers, because we need to build that relationship with students, but at the same time, not allow those students to feel that they need to use that as an excuse to get over their wrongs, if you know what I mean. Yes.
You have to go like responsible, not infiltrating so much, right?
Yes. So we have to learn to know where to draw the line.
You're right.
With them. Yes.
Nice words, Marie. You said no. Yeah. Keep going, Gorette, please.
Perfect. No, yes, I agree with Marie. That's it.
I think we are finished, okay? Gorette, please, feel free. Gorette, what do you think? Can I ask something? What do you think about your very first hosting meeting?
It was terrible. I wasn't prepared for that.
Like Marie said also, okay, Tony likes putting people on a hot seat.
Yes, he likes to do that. Unexpected.
So I wasn't prepared.
Because, guys, I was talking to yesterday, Gorette and I, we had a long talk, during 30 minutes. We've been talking about exactly this point, guys. If you don't push yourself to do anything, you won't achieve it. And today I can see people living abroad, studying abroad, because of these meetings that we wrote here, guys. By being host or no, by listening to native ones, non-native speakers, and blah, blah, blah. You know all these things. And they are now speaking good English, Make mistakes, but they are there. It doesn't matter the mistakes, guys. All right? We can fix them tomorrow. Okay, Gorette?
Yeah, I agree. That's it. I think this kind of moment we have here, this kind of call help a lot to improve our
pronunciation.
To be secure about our.
We boost our level. We can boost our level. Pronunciation. We can boost our level. Okay.
Yes.
By doing this with native speakers, non-native, or teachers?
These last 2 years, I haven't teach English, so I stopped talking in English. So I said, I'm feeling the I forgot the word in English. The
You're
prejudice.
feeling, are you feeling stuck?
Prejuízo.
You are
I forgot the word.
in
The
a
depth
certain way you
I
are
had
feeling harm, you know? Yeah, you're feeling are harmful.
my
Okay.
pronunciation and my thinking, the words.
Yeah, okay, but don't worry about this, okay? We are here just to help ourselves, okay? Okay, let's go. I will ziplock myself. The other hand, I will keep talking. Okay, go.
All right.
Go, ladies, please. Let me pick some water, guys.
Nice to meet you, girls.
Nice to meet
was
you
nice
too.
to share
Me too.
our experiences in class. It's nice. That's nice. I hope I have time to teach English again this year.
You're saying, go, guys, please. Please, lady, go.
I was thanking them for being here and share their experience.
Yes, I got a question for you. How do you think is it important to have a degree in teaching when it comes to teaching English or any language? A teaching degree, is it important for a teacher or no?
I don't think so, because I've learned English by myself. I didn't have any degree about it. I've learned it from internet, on TV, in apps, free subjects on internet, just by myself. Then I got a job in a regular, private school.
Because I had some interviews last week, and one of the requirements was like to have a teaching degree. It was necessary. In Russia, it's necessary to have a teaching degree. If you don't have, you're not allowed to become a teacher at school or language school, or state school.
Yeah, state school, no, but a private, yes.
No, even no private, no.
No?
Yeah, even no
You
private.
can't.
But now I finished this year and I have degree.
But Alexander, we have the same here. You have to be, okay, English teacher or other kind of teaching. You have to be master degrees, okay?
Master degree or bachelor degree.
You have to do bachelor, master degree. Because, for example, I can give a hand for my friends in English, but I'm not English teacher, okay? I don't know the rules. I'm not good at grammar 100% like Marie is. And for example, I can give a hand to people, but I'm not able to teach English. You know, I don't have master degree like you have, guys. But it depends. For example, if the person is self-learner, they will go far away. Okay. Yeah, Marie, please.
The qualifications is compulsory because of the rigid method in the system. Because as an English teacher, you need to know the grammar, the rules in particular. You have to learn that. This is the only way you're going to prove to them that you know English.
Yeah.
And this is the system of them teaching students. They have to go for grammar individually. But as an entrepreneur, I do not have any qualifications in English. Even if I am a native speaker, I don't, and I do it.
Yeah, you do.
I just don't use the grammar. I don't go into grammar in particular. I use them I teach them in reading. just understanding it in paragraphs, in stories.
All right.
But everybody is linked to one system where you just have to. You have to learn those grammar rules, in particular, past participle, past tense. As a native speaker, I don't even know what that is. I had to study a little bit of it to understand some of my students. But these things are not necessary. It's just a system we are living in. It's just required.
I think it's not for communication, no, but if you're into a test, so then you have to know the rules, but for communication, not too much. Just the basic ones. Even if I can teach English, but Portuguese, I have more difficult.
The same.
Because I speak Portuguese, I don't know the other rules. I'm learning.
Speaking your native language doesn't mean you can teach it, because you need to know some techniques.
Right.
Perfect.
But ladies, I have seen lots of people, they prefer, paying expensive courses to speak English, but they never be, a success. For example, like Alexandra, like you, Gorete. By using this old method, it doesn't work sometimes. Okay?
Yeah.
The ridge method sometimes doesn't work. You have to do by yourself, guys. I discovered this.
Yes, you have to adapt.
I have friends, they paid lots of courses to speak English, but what's the point if they don't speak? Maury, yeah. It doesn't matter the method, guys. Just you, it depends on you. It's up to you speaking or not.
I know one teacher from Russia. She has like a language club or an English club, and we need to pay some money to participate in this club. It's common here in Russia.
Sorry, I didn't understand what you said. It's common?
It's common in Russia when you want to participate in English club, speaking club. You have to pay for that.
Okay, now I got you fully. Okay, you have to pay. Wow. And Gorete, just one thing I complain about. We are Brazilian. I complain about my fellows. Okay, we don't have speak clubs. We haven't. Okay, speaking clubs in Brazil. We can find people around the streets speaking English. They are lazy. For me,
we
they are
have
lazy.
Yeah.
We have
in Russia. We have.
I wish I could have one, guys. Yeah, I feel I would like to interact with people, face by face, because we just speak in English online. This is my case, okay? But in Brazil, I think it's missing many clubs. Okay, Gorete, go please. Gorete, please, if you want to share a screen with something that you find interesting, go on, please.
No, I haven't. I haven't prepared something to share with you.
But feel free to Google it.
All right.
We have a couple minutes, yeah.
Just kidding. So I was preparing here, as you said before, the present perfect class for a student here. Then I will share with you. Let me see. What do you think about it? Let me see. 1 second.
But I will have the chance when I go visit Marie in Caribbean. They just speak in English now.
Sorry?
But I'll have the chance when I go visit Marie in Caribbean. They just speak in English now. No French anymore, right, Marie? Yes. And Marie, get ready because I like coconut, okay? I love
coconut.
Yeah, I
Coconut.
love it.
What is coconut?
The land of the
Behind
coconut.
you, behind you.
Behind
It's
your
coconut.
back, you have one.
It's
Coconut.
coconut, not
Coconut.
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 It's C-O-C-O.
CO, coconut.
Coconut.
Coconut. Yeah.
Not
Well,
coconut.
we say cocoa. Cocoa.
Well, there you go. Coconut.
Coconut. Welcome to the
Yes.
class. Wow. Hello
Coconut.
there. Marie, hello
Coconut.
there. What do you think of
Can you
this?
see here? So, present perfect class. I was preparing here to teach some students this week.
This is
I
your
don't
method.
know.
Yeah, this is your method.
Yeah, I prepare
Okay.
a presentation. I don't know if you use it like that. I want you to criticize and say things to improve it if you have it.
Yeah.
Any ideas? Yeah, I prepare like this. I present the subject, talking about the way we use it sometimes, the structure we are going to use for them. Then I bring here the verbs, the column of the verbs. Actually, oops, it's not no order. And then we practice here. I bring the structure and some example of the verbs, and we have a conversation. But here, like in this screen like this. So please, I ask them, I want a affirmative sentence using the present perfect structure. So I have done, then I put the complement, the homework today. Today, no, I have done my homework. So if they made a mistake, I correct them. So sometimes I use it this like this, but I prepared this. I didn't follow any book. So I don't know how can you teach it your students? I don't know.
think
Then
Marie
I prepare some questions.
Marie
After
can
that-
respond. I have coconut, right, Marie? Guys, it's quite funny. Yeah, learn other language. I have a site in here. Go right. I have a site. It's called. Let me see. Let me check that out. It's called Wordle. I will send this site for you.
Sorry, what?
Wordle. I think it's Wordle. Let me see. A site when you can.
What is about?
No, it's not Wordle. No, Wordle. No. English hyphen. Do you know?
Sorry?
English hyphen.
English hyphen.
Let me see here.
I will
I'm
send you
searching.
guys this link. Is beautiful, okay? For English exercise. You can check here. Many possibilities. Check that out. Lady, Bilal has to go because it's dinner time. Bye, Bilal. Sorry. Goret, you can use this site with your students.
I will see. Oh, no, I didn't.
Click the link. Click the link.
I don't know. I don't know this site.
Click this link. You don't know the site. It's nice for. Goret have problem. Okay, ladies, I think I have to go. Goret have problem. Problems. Yeah. Marie, thanks for coming. Okay, thanks for coming, Alexandra. See you, ladies.
Thank you.
It was fantastic. Okay, bye bye.
Yes.